Brett bought a Pentax 6.7. So I pulled out my Mamiya RB67 and we went for a walk. In this video, we're shooting Kodak Tri-X 400 at 1600 ISO. So let's sit down, find out what Brett likes about his new camera, how it compares to my Mamiya RB67, and have a look at the shots.
Three, two, one. Oh, you got in early.
Mate, you foamed on the carpet again. Every time.
Sorry. Bit excited.
Cool. So these photos, what do you reckon? It was a nice little walk we went on.
Oh.
It's about a month ago now, but...
Yeah, it's not bad, that beer's.
Yeah. Oh, so we're drinking Key Lime Smash by Stomping Ground.
In Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah. It's a sour beer. Actually, it's quite limey, isn't it?
Yeah. And it says you can enjoy it anyway. So I'm enjoying it in Chris's unit, and some cockroaches are going to enjoy that bit on the carpet later tonight.
It's called pest control.
It's not bad.
Enjoy
It is limey.
Take it to court.
Very limey.
Cool.
Yeah. What do we think about the photos?
Yeah,
yeah. It was a bit hard because you got there a bit late, I remember.
Yeah. Like
and
me.
the sun was already pretty low.
Yeah.
So we had limited light, and from memory, you brought the rolls of film. So what was it?
It's
Tri-X?
Yeah, Tri-X, as I mentioned in the intro. Yeah,
400, and we pushed
1600.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, look, I'm happy with how the shots come out. I'm happy with the camera. I think there's good depth, good separation between the subject. I think the lens, I've got the 75mm, I think it's 3.5, f3.5.
Yeah.
Everyone blows bubbles about the 105
2.8 or something?
2.4.
2.4.
Which, when I sell a leg or a kidney, I can get one of those. But yeah, I like it.
You've got two kidneys, just get one of those.
Yeah, it's true. I only need one. I like it. I like the camera a lot because it's an SLR, and that's what I grew up shooting. So
yeah.
And you had the RB.
Yeah, I have the RB. You used to have an RB and you sold it for the Pentax.
Yeah, look, I never fell in love with any of my waist level finder cameras. I had a Hasselblad 500. I've sold that off as well. I think it's because I learnt when I was 15 at school shooting on a K1000, Pentax K1000. And once you get used to, I think, composing your films through that style, then I found the whole holding at waist level really difficult. Maybe I'm just not that clever. But I think that's the one.
It does take a bit to get used to using. Yeah. Cool. So these shots started with a couple of portraits.
Yeah.
This is obviously the one on the RB of you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I think you've done well.
I suppose. I think when we shot these, we were thinking 1600 is probably not going to turn out too well.
Yep.
You Devon scanned these and they came out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the one of me as well that you shot on yours.
Yeah, they're very similar shots.
Similar shots, yeah.
Which is good comparison, I think they compare quite well. There is good separation between the subject and the background. Got decent contrast. The lenses are both really sharp. Yeah, I think they're both decent portraits.
Yeah. The difference being is, like you said, the waist level finder.
Yeah.
I was holding mine up pretty much to my head.
Yeah.
Looking like a...
Whereas I can hold up to my eye and shoot you at eye level.
Yeah. So I think I actually might have even stood up on something or stood on my tippy toes to take that photo.
Yeah.
Which is pretty annoying. Yeah, and then we went through to grab some of these. Let's see.
I think there were more portraits.
Oh yeah, more portraits on this bench here. So mine, I think, was a bit. The shot of me was good. The one I took, I was a little bit under.
Yeah, well, I've crashed, or maybe you've crashed the blacks in that. I think I only edited mine. Debden scanned yours and edited.
Yeah,
mine.
I didn't edit mine at all.
But I think all the portraits came out reasonably well.
Yeah, there's one of you here leaning on the fence. So sharp, man.
Yeah. I
always forget how sharp this RB lens, Mamiya RB lens is, and whenever I use it, I'm pretty shocked. And it looks the same with your Pentax as well.
Well, the one I shot of you, I missed focus. So I'm just getting used to it. It's the one camera, it's got no diopter on it, so I have to wear my glasses, and I'm just getting used to the focus on that.
Yeah, so these disco ball shots show how similar they are.
Yeah, a bit of fun, hey?
Yeah.
I think the only difference is the orientation. I shot portrait, you shot landscape.
Yeah.
And then all these shots of the river with the pylons, would have been nice in colour.
Yeah.
But we decided to shoot in black and white, and I think that came out quite nice.
And this is another way you can see how that waist level finder is so annoying, because I've got the bottom of the railing in there.
Yeah, that railing.
I literally just couldn't lift the camera up high enough to to get around it. Whereas you had yours at eye level.
Yeah. So I could...
Your shots
that
a bit
waist,
higher and cleaner.
that railing was at my waist, so I could get right over the top.
Yeah. I think today we took a lot of shots at the bridge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Another portrait you took of me sitting in the chair.
Mm.
Yeah, then I took that,
Sign of the old good times.
good time sign.
Yeah.
Another shot of the bridge. And you can see, like, that would have looked nice at colour, but...
Yeah.
Then we shot this neon sign, it didn't really come out that well.
No, that was
It
about
was green. If you want to know what colour it was, the neon sign was green, okay? But you can't tell that because it's in black and white.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the Pentax now? Because at that point you had just sort of bought it when we shot that.
Yeah, I put one more roll through it. I put a colour roll through it, shot some more portraits. I like it. It's heavy, but then so's the RB.
Yeah.
So I think they'd be comparable in weight. The Pentax probably a little bit lighter.
Do you think it's easy to carry?
I've added... My son 3D printed a grip for it. So it's not that wooden left-hand grip that you can get. He 3D printed a little right-hand grip. That's easier to carry. I may get a strap, but then again, it's going to be really heavy lugging that around.
Yeah, on your shoulder.
I'll probably use it, more likely to use that for portraiture and maybe landscapes where I can take the tripod and set it up on that. I don't think I definitely won't be my street shooter, that's for sure.
No.
But I like it. Like, it's ergonomically, all the controls work. Like I said, it's an SLR, so it works the way I like it. The lens system's interchangeable. I can get a 90mm.
Yeah.
I can get a 105. So there's lots of options I can have in the lenses. So that's fairly typical of Pentax. But yeah, it's a simple camera to use, and I'm a simple guy, so it kind of suits me.
And those grips your son printed, were they easy to print? Like, would he sell those if he made?
Yeah, I mean, if someone wanted one, hit us up in the comments. I'll get one made for you. I mean, it takes a bit of resin. They're solid resin, and then they just clip on. There's 2 pins there on the front of the camera on each side. They're for holding. They're strap lugs basically. So you can either have the camera sitting in landscape orientation, or you can turn the so it's portrait. So there's 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Just use the right hand ones and. Yeah, they just clip straight onto there. You can get some bolts for them to screw them in, but I haven't used that on mine because it locks in really nicely. So yeah, if you wanted one, hit us up and I'll get the young fella. He brews beer and he makes handles for Pentaxes.
Man of many talents.
Yeah, look at that.
So price-wise, they're about the same, aren't they, as the RB? So I think you sold yours pretty much for about the same price.
Yeah, I sold mine at $950
Yeah.
Australian dollars. That was with a couple extra backs, but the extra backs, there was only one back that was fully functional.
Yeah.
The others needed light seals being done. And I think I got stung with GST, goods and services tax. So I bought it from Japan for about $950, I think, Australian dollars. Yeah, I got it for about $950. It was $650 I offered in US dollars.
Yeah.
But then our government slaps a 10% tax on everything that comes in from overseas, so I had to pay an extra $90. So I put it over the $1,000 mark, but I'm happy with it.
It's a good camera. And I mean, that's same price. I mean, it's one of those ones where I think now I've shot them in my RB, I'm really used to it. I probably wouldn't swap over, but if I was looking at buying one of these now and never shot either one, I'd probably get the Pentax.
Yeah.
Like you said, SLR, easy to use, easy to shoot. The only thing I'd say is the interchangeable backs makes it better for the RB, but
yeah.
That being said, it's 10 shots.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to finish off a roll.
If you're halfway through a roll and you want to change, you got 5 shots left.
I mean, it's not like back in the studio days where, they used a lot of Hasselblads and they just had backs full of film and they're just like, give me the positive bang, give me that, black and white, give me that Tri-X, give me this whack a back on.
Yeah.
We're not there anymore. Like, 10 shots isn't that hard to get through, and I mean, that is an advantage. But I think with the RB, from my memory, the steps to take a shot, I've got to remove the dark slide. I've got to wind on the back, and I've got to cock the shutter. The amount of times that I left the dark slide in and went, sorry, I've got to take the dark slide out when my subject's ready to go. Or when I develop the film and I've got, multiple exposures on one frame because I've cocked the shutter but forgot to wind on the back. So with the Pentax, wind, press, press.
Like I said, I've said to you the other day, I've wasted probably a roll of film plus in wasted shots on this camera. Like, every now and then I'll just, do do something wrong, and I'll just take a photo of a blank.
Or you'll wind on
twice.
You'll wind on, forget you've wound on, and then wind on again the next time you shoot it, and you burn a frame.
So 10% of your shot's gone.
Yeah.
The roll's gone. Straight up.
But they're both great cameras. Like mechanically, the only thing with the Pentax to be careful of, I think, is that it requires a fully charged battery to operate.
Oh.
And I'm not sure why, because the only thing that's electronic in it is the light meter. And I don't use it anyway. I haven't quite got to trust that light meter.
Yeah.
I've missed a couple of shots with that when I shot the other week. But yeah, I don't understand. So if someone can tell us in the comments why it has, what's the battery got to do with it? Because it's fully, from what I can work out, it's fully mechanical. You wind it on, shutter speeds at the top, the apertures on the lens. I'm trying to work out where the electronics are. I know in the 6.7 II there's electronics, but this is just a straight 6.7, and it's not a 6x7.
Yeah, because the Mamiya doesn't have batteries at all. Obviously, it doesn't have a light meter, but yeah, that would be annoying if it ran out. Although it'll probably last 2 years that battery before it needs changing.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
so
yeah, I might if I let the camera sit dormant for a while. I like to pull my batteries out so they don't oxidise and get the terminals all gummed up. But
cool. Yeah,
I'm actually going up the coast next week if they don't lock us down again, and going to take some shots up there, so I'll have some landscapes to share around in the near future.
So your verdict of it is, you happy with your purchase? Like,
I have to be. I spent $1,000 on it, Chris.
You basically just swapped your Mamiya.
Yeah, look, I'm much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And again, for those people who love the Mamiya RB67, don't hate on me. It's simply because I like the SLR. And I've got a couple of rangefinders. I've got the Fuji 690, I've got a Fuji 645.
Yeah.
They're rangefinders, and even with those, I'm much more comfortable with an SLR because that's what I grew up with. So that would get it across the line for me. Just ease of use from my perspective.
Yeah, I think if I didn't know how to use the RB well, and I still waste shots on it, I'd probably get the Pentax straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, you've had yours longer than I had mine, I think.
Yeah, probably
and
2 or 3 years now.
And you've got more familiar with it. So and taken more rolls through it. Whereas I put a couple of rolls through, didn't like it, sat it aside, and went, never going to touch that again kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Chris recommends the Mamiya. I recommend the Key Lime Smash. It's very limey.
Smashing it down. Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
Don't be fooled by the pink label. There is no guava or cherry or anything in that. It's just lime beer. Really?
It's good. Limited edition as well, so it's probably not.
I don't even know what colour it is. I'm not going to pour it on your carpet to find out.
Oh, I don't just look at the carpet. No, kidding. Cool. The one other thing is we drew a name the other day for the people who are going to win the film.
Yep.
Can't remember the name now, but I've got a video of us drawing it. I'll just put a little section at the bottom here with their name. So if that's your name, we'll send you a message and figure out if you shoot 120 or if you shoot 35mm and send you some rolls.
Send you a bunch of film.
Yeah, so thanks for entering and commenting and subscribing. Let us know what you think.
Either of those.
Yeah, let us know what you think if you've got a Mamiya or a Pentax as well. Get some conversation happening.
Or send us your Instagram handle and give us some samples, and we'll jump on board and follow you on the gram. Or all the photography community's moving over to Twitter. So Chris and I are both on Twitter as well. So if you want to join us over there, add us on there, and we'll add you, and build a little community, and let's have a conversation about these two beasts of cameras.
Yeah, they're tanks. They weigh like a kilo and a half or something.
It's a workout. It's definitely a workout.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
See you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.